Good day, everybody. Welcome to JC Transformation Strategies and welcome to another Sunday Bible reading study session, informative session where you come to know the truth. Literally, you learn everything, nothing but the truth. Okay, so as we entered in October, I just want to say well done to everybody for entering into October. Okay, it's a miracle, it's a gift for you to be here, it's a miracle. So celebrate yourself to enter into October. There's a lot of people who haven't entered into October, so you should be grateful, you should be thankful to God that you finally entered. And now remember, we just only have 3 months left for the year, so it's very crucial what you do within this 3 months. This 3 months can either make you better or it can make you worse. Okay, so you're gonna have to be happy for this 3 months, and you're gonna have to do a lot of meditations, guys, because this is important. Now remember, what I actually was led by the Spirit and by the universe, that the month of October is a month of happiness. Okay, it's finally, it just needs to happen now, guys. You need to be happy so that when you actually enter into November and December, you can kickstart January, which is the new year, in happiness. Okay, so I want everybody to be happy, to be joyful, and just to celebrate even your small accomplishments of how far you've actually come. Right, so this month, October, is happiness. I want to see you smiling every single day when you wake up. Just smile. To those who have celebrated birthdays throughout the week, happy birthday to you, and may God bless you. And those who have lost loved ones throughout the week, deepest condolences to you. And those who have celebrated any events, congratulations. Okay, right, so today's topic, guys, is so special. It's going to be part of our basically what we want for the month, which is happiness. So we're going to be talking about different types of happiness, and also like how people have actually twisted happiness in the wrong way. So today's topic is wealth that is based off itself will not make you happy. Wealth that is based off itself will not make you happy. It definitely will not make you happy. Okay, so let's get into the Bible verse. It's going to be a whole lot of reading today. Okay, a whole lot of reading. So yeah, let's get into that. And there's also going to be reading from another book as well, so please do listen up. Very, very important. So the first reading is from Philippians 4 verses 8, as we all know, and most of the sessions that I do, I always speak about Philippians 4 verses 8 to 9. The reason why I speak about it is also because we need to ponder on these things in order to have that good vibration, that good energy, be in the good side, in the good environment, think about good things. We have to ponder on this verse. Even if you have to do it as a ritual every single day, you can do it because it's important. Okay, so Philippians 4 verses 8 says, in conclusion, my friends, fill your mind with those things that are good and that deserve praise, things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and honorable. So the Bible actually tells you that you must fill your mind with things that are good, things that actually deserve praise, things that are noble, things that are right, things that are true, things that are honorable. The Bible doesn't tell you to fill your mind actually with things like negative, with gossip, with drama, with hatred. No, the Bible doesn't say that. So it's important that your mind, because your mind actually reflects all those thoughts, that whatever pops up throughout the day, you start thinking about, you start daydreaming, you start night dreaming. Your mind is actually saved up those thoughts, and that thoughts is there. So it's important that even if that bad thoughts is there, because nobody is perfect, you need to replace it each time and just cut that cord so that you don't have that negative thoughts lingering in your mind, which will be causing destructive behavior to you. Right, so that was the first verse. Then the second verse about wealth and happiness, guys, is from Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verses 10. So I had to read it from my older Bible for this, because there's certain new version Bibles that don't have Ecclesiastes, so they literally only have like Psalms to Revelation. Okay, right, so Ecclesiastes 5 verses 10 says, if you love money, you will never be satisfied. Okay, if you love money, you will never be satisfied. If you long to be rich, you will never get all you want. It is useless. That's what the king says, all right, King Nehemiah. So just imagine, if you love money, you'll never be satisfied. Now, what I want to say, guys, okay, firstly, we thank God for the reading of His Word. There is no sin in having money and loving money. But there is a sin when money takes control of your mind, okay, and money becomes an addiction that you actually lose yourself in the process. It's good to have money because money is something that we all need to survive. When we go to the shops, if you're going to buy medication, you're going to buy whatever, you cannot access even water, even if you buy water from a shop without money, unless you're sitting in a restaurant. And I don't even know if they actually charge for water. So it's so important to have money. But you cannot love money in a way that you lose yourself. You lose your mind, okay? So we want to actually find out today, we're going to learn something. Wealth that's based on itself, will not make you happy. It will not, okay? I don't know who's watching the channel today. I don't know if you're wealthy or you're not wealthy, okay? But I'm going to give you some hidden truths if you actually became so wealthy and you actually forgot yourself in the process, okay? Right, so we read the Bible first, we got the spiritual understanding. You might be asking yourself, what is wealth? Some people don't know. Wealth is basically a large amount of money or a large amount of possessions, such as cars, houses, titles, positions. That's what wealth is. Now, where we want to find out is why just focusing on wealth itself is not bringing any happiness today. Now, I was reading a very powerful book, and it's called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And that book actually enlightened to me a lot of things. It's from Joseph Murphy. Now, also, guys, I've also watched and heard a lot of reviews on that book, because that book has opened the minds of people. It has changed the minds, and we're going to be doing that. While we're doing our sessions weekly, we're going to be looking at some of the meditations there as well, because I want to share whatever I am learning. I want to share it to you as well, because I want you all to be in a happy vibration state, okay? So when I was reading this book, it spoke about the wealth, okay? And we're going to be reading that right now because it's so informative. Right, so this is the book, guys. It's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Okay, if Joseph Murphy is watching, hi, okay, because I know you'll also be blessed, okay, so guys, I'm just going to be reading something. This book is really long, so it takes a lot of time to go through every single section, because every single chapter, every single paragraph has some meaning, and there's also a meditation. But I'm just going to be talking about something. I'm just going to read a small article, and I'm going to break it down to you so you understand why our topic today is what it is, okay? Now, it says, if I had $1 million, I'll be happy. I visited many men in mental institutions who were millionaires, okay? But they insisted that they were penniless and destitute. They incarcerated because of psychotic, paranoid, and manic depressive tendencies. Basically, what that big word actually means, they incarcerated, okay? Because even I'm also learning. It basically means where you become tied down, you become prison, but it's tied down in prison because, and it's also captive, it's because of your psychotic thinking, it's your paranoid thinking, it's your manic depressive tendencies, okay? So wealth in and of itself will not make you happy, okay? On the other hand, it is not deterrent to happiness. Today, there are many people trying to buy happiness because of what you see. What you see from others, you want to have it, okay? And that is actually not going to happen, okay? That's more like comparison. But guys, if you read from the beginning, it actually says that people was actually in mental institutions. People were millionaires, but they had that psychotic thinking that, you know what, if I had and I remain in this millionaire state, literally I'll be happy. And what happened is that they had that mindset of being a millionaire is going to put you into happiness states, and then they ended up into psychotic, paranoid things. And some people are not even in the mental institutions, and some people are still alive and they have this behavior. So, guys, it's all starting from your mindset. Because if you really think about it, those happiness does not come from wealth, as we just read. Even on the other hand, it's not deterrent to happiness, because there are many people trying to buy happiness through the purchase of radios, television sets, automobiles, even a home in another country. So some people think that if I buy a home in overseas and I rent out that place and I get that money, I'm going to be happy. Like, for real? Are you actually happy? Like, for real? Are you really happy? You got that big fancy home, you're getting rent, you got an income, okay? You even actually got a private yacht. You got a house with a swimming pool. You know, a lot of people, when they purchase houses nowadays, will say, I'm going to buy a big house with a swimming pool outside. Whatever they see in the fairy tale of the movies, yeah, we know where you got your concept. You see the fairy tale of the movies and then you want to have the same thing. And you don't realize that movies are not really real, okay? So basically what happens is that they see these things, they want it. It's okay to want things, you're a human. But you don't fix your mindset into that when I get that house, I'll be happy. When I get that swimming pool, I'll be happy. That's when you're actually getting into the state of getting depressed. Alright? Now, also we need to understand the kingdom of happiness is more based on your thoughts and what you think and what you say. Alright? It's what you're even saying to yourself. Because if you really think about it, all the wealthy people that you know, and even if you had that position, let's just say now, a lot of people say, no, if I have that position, if I become a manager, or if I become a CEO, or if I work in a government place, or if I had this, I had that, I had whatever, I'll be happy. And the truth is, you are not happy. Because let me tell you something, all those people who got it, you tell me, are you happy? Are you really happy? Or you just fake smiling it? Because if you still can't sleep at nights and you got insomnia at nights, you are not happy. Because let me tell you something, when you put your head to that pillow to sleep, it's a form of your happiness. Why? Because you can sleep. Because like a baby sleeps soundly. So it's just like that. If you are able to sleep at nights, and I'm talking about not having that painkillers, not having that sleeping tablets, that anxiety tablets, that calming tablets, nothing, then we know that you have a peace of mind. But if you are wealthy and you can't sleep at night, it's because you have actually based your happiness on your wealth. And you need to reframe from that. You need to actually reconstruct your mind from that, because it's important. Okay? Because sometimes we don't understand why things are happening in our lives. It's just by simple things that we need to change. Okay? But if you are not in a wealthy state, you don't need to stress that much. You will get what you want. Okay? But I just don't want you to be ignorant and full of pride when you get your wealth. Okay? Because there's a big difference with that. You need to be humble, like as Jesus was humble. Help people out, good people now. Right? So also, guys, I wanted to say is that, as I said to you, that a lot of people think that if I work in a certain job, or if I become a manager, I'll be happy. Now, I want to actually look into that point. There's a lot of people who I know who said, no, if I become a manager, I'll be happy. Do you know how much a responsibility it is to become a manager in a company? You literally take on all the employees' responsibilities on your head, right? They come to you, they report to you, and you need to have a final say where you have to direct your employees, because you're the managing director. So you need to direct your employees and tell them, right, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to start the day, this is how we're going to get sales into the company. So imagine now, it's good to have the title, right? There's nothing wrong in having the title, but the problem is when you become ignorant in your title. Okay, so you need to realize that even if you have the title, but just don't become ignorant. Don't let that spirit even linger in your mind. Okay, so whatever happens to you, if you are sitting in a position now that, you know what, I know it's just on a level, but you haven't really reached that level. Maybe God is stopping you. Maybe there's a reason for you not to reach that level now, because there's so much of responsibilities, and God can see your mental state, your emotional state, whether you'll actually have the time. Because the more higher you get, the more responsibilities, unfortunately. So yeah, don't base your life on once I get it, I'll be happy. Base your life now. Start now to be happy. Okay? That's what the month of October is. So remember, happiness starts within you. The truth is that happiness is more of a mental and it's more of a spiritual state. I'll repeat, happiness is not about the wealth. It's more of a mental and more of a spiritual state. So when it comes to mental, you have a sound mind. God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and sound mind. That's a calm mind. Okay, it's a calm mind. It's not a chaotic mind thinking of this, that, people pleases, pride, ignorance. No, it's a calm mind where you focus on you. And then your spiritual state is so important, as you know. You know, guys, I also get the feeling of feeling down, and once I hit into spiritual state, listen to some Christian music, listen to Toby Mac, I actually feel better. I don't know how, but there's something about being in spiritual actually connects you to the divine nature. It connects you to divinity. It connects you into your purpose. That's how exciting it is. It actually connects your mind into something that you actually have faith, you have hope for. So that's what keeps you moving. That's what keeps me moving. And that's what is so crucial. Okay, so it's vital, it's important that you have your mindset fixed on these things. Okay, also, guys, I want to say that when you have a spiritual life in order, you don't doubt yourself. You just move on. And yeah, you will get people talking and whatever, but you don't worry of anything. Your mind is just fixed on the prize. So I think you should work on that, your mental and your spiritual state. To the wealthy, to the unwealthy people, work on it. Okay, so train your mind to be happy. It's so important. And in conclusion, I'm going to say, guys, that you must choose happiness. If you want to be happy, you choose it. You know, when you're choosing the chocolate in the shop, choose happiness. Okay, if they had a chocolate called happiness, I'll usually show you guys. But yeah, choose happiness. Okay, and remember that happiness becomes a habit, and we're going to explain about that in another session, how happiness becomes a habit. And remember, anything that is of a habit, it actually becomes a character of you. So remember, guys, that you need to choose happiness, because the happiness becomes a habit. So every time, if you're facing something and somebody brings you down, you got a phone call, somebody brings you down, you got a text message, somebody brings you down, say to your mind, silence your mind, and say, I choose happiness. I choose happiness today. I choose success today. I choose happiness. I choose happiness. I choose happiness. Keep repeating that in your mind each time. You don't have to say it loud. You can even just say it silently to yourself. So when somebody brings you down, or you watch something on social media, there's a comparison taking place now. Somebody else is showing off with their big cars, houses, children, whatever job, all the scrappy things people like to show off. You just say, right, I choose happiness. I choose happiness. Who's choosing? I'm choosing. You're choosing. Not they choosing for you. That's where a lot of people become people pleasers, because you think that people must choose for you, like as if people brought you here into this world. No. So if you hear, you choose happiness. So you say, I choose happiness. Rewire your brain. Remember, that's what we do on JC Transformation Strategies. I rewire your brain. I want you to come into that happy vibration state. Okay? Choose happiness. Smile. Look at yourself. Be happy. Guys, I was just thinking that I shouldn't I wasn't even happy those years. I wasn't, okay? So I had a smile on my face, yes, but I felt like I wasn't truly happy because I wasn't eating properly. So yeah, I was associating with people and stuff like that, but I wasn't truly happy because I was also going through quite a lot. And I decided now that when I look back at the photos, I could see the unhappiness. But now I'm choosing happiness because I used to actually wait for external validation, like for real, guys. And sure, what a waste of time. Like, I'm still waiting for external validation from people to tell me, oh, you're looking good or well done. I'm not gonna sit and wait for people. No ways. I'm not gonna miss my bus ride for people. Right. So that is why I decided that I'm choosing the happiness. I want you to choose your happiness. Don't wait for anyone. Don't wait for family. Never. Don't wait for friends. Don't wait for colleagues. Don't wait for your boss. Don't waste your time waiting. Choose your happiness now. It starts with you. Okay? So imagine, guys, I was actually just laughing at myself the other day. And I'm just thinking, because I was preparing for the message. And I was just thinking that imagine like we're happy every single day. We'll have that smile. Even our jaws, our face won't have that muscles that's tensed up, you know? You know when you're really tensed up, your jaws actually get tensed up. I think you know that, right? And even your shoulders like actually become like, you know, like fierce and stuff like that. Like you're ready to fight or flight, right? That's all anxiety thing. So that is why when you let go, even your shoulders as well, it releases. That muscles on your face releases, your neck releases. You actually feel that tension going off. It's all because you're released. You're happy again. Your body's so happy to just for you to be happy. Your body is just in a happy state. And I want you to bring that back. You know, like when a child is happy, they move, they jump around, they don't care. Even if they fall, they don't care because they wake up and get back on their feet. So that's how we should be with us. Right, be like that child that's happy again, that toddler that's moving around, dancing, not even care about what's happening, just being themselves. Don't be like scared and looking at validation of others. Oh, what will they think if I ride my bicycle? Or what will they think if I do a dance? No. For me to even be on this channel, I didn't actually worry about people's validation. I just did my thing. So whatever I talk openly. It's either you can stand the heat or you can't stand the heat. So that's how it is, guys. You need to be like that. Just be free. Be yourself. And if we are happy every single day, back to my point, we won't even have this gray hairs because we're happy. Most of the gray hairs that we have in our head is actually caused by worry, anxiety, and stress. So imagine, guys, not having gray hair. You know, when I was actually so stressed out for the past 4 years, guys, I was actually shocked that when I was looking at my hair, I actually found some gray hairs. And it was like a long gray hair here on the left side. Because I always put my hair on one side. So I was like, whoa, where the heck did that come from? And then I realized, like, yeah, also deficiency from nutrients because I wasn't having like vitamin B. So I had no meat in my body. And that no meat eating actually left me like no meat because I had no fats and muscles. So yeah, it was quite shocking, you know, to actually find yourself getting that gray hairs and stuff. I was like, whoa, not now, because I don't want to look old, okay? I like being the youthful. That's the thing. That's why I don't even use tons of makeup. Actually, guys, I'm not even using makeup. I'm actually natural because I want to embrace me. I want to be happy for myself. I don't want to use a ton of makeup and then smile. No, I want to smile as I am. So yeah, guys, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, trust me. And it's also practice. The practice becomes a habit. So choose happiness today. Choose peace. Choose harmony. Choose serene. And say that daily. This is what I choose. If you keep saying it, it'll be stuck in your head, especially in that midst of that chaos. And I trust you guys are going to have a blessed week. I trust you're going to have a peaceful week. And I wish you all of the happiness. Even as we enter into October, I wish you happiness for this whole week. Smile, be happy, be glad. And remember, guys, I'm so proud of you for you to come so far. Yet I don't know you, and I know we only like meet on a Sunday, but I'm very proud of you guys. Well done, okay? Right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are blessed by the message on happiness, and more on wealth that is based off itself will not make you happy. Remember that it won't. So every time when you see people like wealthy, think to yourself, are they really happy or are they just showing off? Okay, right. Also, guys, there's something exciting that I'm thinking to actually bring. Okay, so throughout the week, it's going to be like on a mid-week, I'm going to have some meditations. Okay, and this meditations, I know because we have a long session on a Sunday, but the meditations is going to be a sum up of what we do on a Sunday. So there's going to be a lot of meditations every Sunday, but on the weekday is going to be a short meditation, sum up of Sunday's message, for you to say, for you to recite, for you to have that habit and to calm your mind, because a lot of things happen throughout the week, even on a Monday and Tuesday. So most probably on a Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be like a midweek meditations where you actually going to recite it, you're going to say it, you're going to believe it, and you can close your eyes and do it or whatever, but I will instruct you guys what to do. So please follow it. It's very spiritual, it's very mind and energy healing. So it's something that was laid in my heart, and it's going to be coming up as well this week. So please do watch. Also, please do share the video to your family, your friends. Let everybody subscribe. Be part of this wonderful journey in nature, because time is ticking and we need to make sure that we are happy and not sad. Okay? So be happy, okay, and smile. Love you all. Take care. Have a blessed week. Stay tuned to JC.